one more thing. Hot take. Equinox, you should let people finger each other in the steam room.
Then maybe I'll pay.
Let me give head
Then
in the
I'll
steam
pay
room.
$300 a month to go to your fucking gym.
You don't have to let me give a full blowjob. Just let me give like a little handy in the steam room, a little handwork, and like we have a deal. What is up, guys? Welcome back to Gin and Toxic.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
That was stunning.
Last episode, I don't know if you listened to it, but the beginning of it, because last episode was the episode where we were just giving like nothing.
Yeah, it wasn't our best.
It was not our best.
I
And
know.
yeah, we were just giving nothing last episode, and the intro was just so like had like no like power.
Yeah, I feel great today. I feel
great.
So much caffeine today.
Honestly,
I didn't eat 17 dumplings before I started recording.
You did?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't. Oh, yeah, that was a
why.
factor last
when
time.
When I'm really full, forget
Correct.
it. Yeah, I can't.
What was I gonna say? Speaking of which, oh yeah, we're recording on a Sunday. Listen, I think I've determined I love a Sunday recording.
I love it. But
Like a
maybe better
Sunday
if
or
we're
Saturday
one
morning.
episode ahead.
Yeah, if we're one
What are you
episode
gonna say?
ahead, then perfect. Because I feel like Sunday I wake up, I'm not really doing much anyways. I'm just resetting. Like I'm not exhausted from like a work day, and then I have
just
to
telling
like.
Fab, I don't drink on Saturday nights anymore. I haven't in so long.
Yeah.
Once in a while, obviously. But
Thursdays
like, I
and
don't
Fridays are the nights to go out.
even a cheeky Wednesday. But
Right.
I hate going out in New York on a Saturday. I've been saying this for so long. Everywhere is overcrowded,
Yep.
weird crowds as well. And just like I love a nice Sunday. I
Yeah.
love not being hungover on a Sunday. I had the most gorgeous Sunday today. We'll get into it. But
Yeah.
like I had such a nice day, not hungover, productive, woke up fresh as can be.
Yeah. No, exactly. I'm just like, I know, like yesterday, we went to SoulCycle. That was at like 1.
That was so stunning.
Yeah, that was stunning.
Guys. Shout out to Brandon.
I was
from
just going to say,
SoulCycle.
shout out to our favorite instructor in the world.
If you live in New York, go to Brandon or Jasmine for SoulCycle.
Yes,
They're the
in
best.
Williamsburg.
Yes.
Or
anywhere.
Brandon
They teach
actually,
everywhere.
yeah, they teach everywhere, but Brandon specifically, he does Williamsburg. Does he do Upper East?
Brooklyn Heights
Or Brooklyn
Upper
Heights?
East. He does a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll notice him. Blonde hair.
Yeah.
He's great. We
Yeah.
love him so much. But yeah, we did a class with him yesterday, and then me and Lily got a bite to eat, and then I ran some errands, and then like I was home at like 4:00. I showered. I stayed in the entire night. I did takeout.
Yep.
I played my Switch. I watched Sex and the City. I watched the Sex and the City reboot. I've been still trying to power through it. May I say, have we discussed this before?
Yeah, and I don't
not
get
on
why
the
you're
show,
watching it.
but
It's so bad. And I know it's bad in a good way. No, it's just bad.
no, it's not bad in a good way. It's bad in a way that like when you see like, you know, like a car wreck, it's like so bad that you can't look away. Like it's that.
I feel that way about some corny movies and stuff, but I don't know. The Sex and the City reboot, I couldn't even watch it.
It
was
is
so
just
bad.
there are some themes like throughout it that actually I do think are good and that they like hit the mark on. I think it's like really great. However, just some of the
overall.
stuff like I can't. I mean, the only thing that like hasn't changed is Miranda was insufferable in the regular Sex and the City. She was insufferable in all the Sex and the City movies. And once again, is insufferable in the reboot, which is called And Just Like That. But I literally stayed in all night watching it.
Some
A
things
train
don't
wreck
need to
that
be
I couldn't
touched.
walk away. Yeah, right.
I really like when they did a reboot of Full House. Full House was
what
what
even
it was.
happened to that? It was called Fuller House or something.
No one
right?
watched it. It was awful because Full House is what it was because it was a 90s sitcom.
Yeah.
You cannot replicate a 90s
That's
sitcom.
like if they tried to like reboot like Friends or How I Met Your Mother or something. Like it just would not.
Oh, they have. They've tried with How I Met Your Mother. They did something.
Really?
Yeah.
I
forget
did
what
not
it
know
was.
that.
But they have. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
it's just
stop. Like,
yeah, some of them just absolutely no.
yeah.
But
I like
yeah.
the like Disney, like the Snow White, but the new one or like whatever stuff like
Yeah.
that. I think is really cool. But
Yeah.
rebooting a sitcom, stop.
Yeah, no,
Enough.
exactly. I will say, the second season of the Sex and the City reboot is much better
Okay, they
than
probably took
the
feedback,
first season.
too.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think they did because the second season was not as unbearable
Yeah.
as the first season was, but
Yikes.
it's still just like. Ugh, I don't even know. And you know what? Once I finish the reboot, I think I'm gonna go back and watch the Carrie Diaries for like the 5th time. Have you ever watched The Carrie
Is
Diaries?
that the one with Austin Butler?
Yes.
Oh my God. I watched that in high school.
Yeah, I know.
mean, like,
you know, that's like
forever
based
ago.
off of Sex and the City. It's supposed to be Carrie like when she was like younger
I
and
know.
whatnot. I watched that shit so many times when it first came out. Like I watched all of it
were
just like
young
on
when that
replay.
came out.
Yeah, I know. And I watched it like a good like fucking 3 to 4 times. I was obsessed with that series. And I think that's probably what I will go back to. Or you know what I was thinking about recently too, that I watched it a few times over, but I was thinking about watching it again because I haven't watched it in so long. Do you remember the show Awkward?
Yeah.
It was like from MTV.
Wow.
Did I just unlock something for you?
I loved that show.
Such a good show.
We would have been such good friends.
I
telling
know.
you, bro. Because like a specific type of like young high school kid liked that.
Yeah.
show. Like,
No.
the ones that were fucking weirdos. Like
Yeah,
us.
no. I was obsessed with Awkward.
I
I
love
watched
that
it
show.
multiple times. And yeah, I was thinking about that recently and I was like, oh my God, I gotta rewatch that.
What was the thing on cable where you could like, if you like couldn't watch it live, you could like
record it
or
yeah,
just, like,
yeah.
recording it.
You could
I
like
remember
record
I
it
used
and
to
like
do that
save it
with
for
Awkward.
later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So fun to think.
Did you
about that.
ever? I think yes. I don't know. Did you ever watch Sex Education on Netflix?
Like bits and pieces of it. I had a roommate that watched
Dude,
it. I know it's really good. I loved it when I was like watching it and
Yeah.
stuff, but it's been a while.
The fuck was that?
Your water bottle.
Oh, period. Okay. So nothing important. You should watch Sex Education
I would
from
love to run
start
that
to finish.
back.
Dude, you would love it. It was
I'd love
so
to run that
good.
back.
Me and Fab actually like bonded over it one time. He watched the whole thing
he
too.
loves that show.
It's just such a good show. That's like a more recent one, obviously, like in more recent years compared to like, you know, Awkward and everything. But like Sex is kind of similar-ish vibes to
Similar
Awkward where
energy.
it's like,
I
yeah,
haven't
it's just like
seen
like
Awkward
angsty, horny teens.
in so long.
Right.
Like I like remember it, but I don't.
Where
really
can
remember
I
it.
stream that? Like probably on MTV's website or somewhere else.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what, but I thought about that the other day. Awkward.
I'm gonna watch a lot of movies this year because last year I kind of flopped on that front. I used to be such a movie
perfect. It's
person.
on Paramount Plus.
Gorgeous.
Oh, and it's also on Prime Video. Interesting.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh my God. I used it 5 seasons. Yeah. I was obsessed with this shit. I gotta watch this. But anyways, long story short, yesterday I watched the reboot Sex and the City all night, played Animal Crossing all night, went to bed so early, slept in so late, did a little morning yoga.
You did sleep in late today, I feel.
I went to bed early and I slept in late. Like I caught up on like
Let Me
so
Sleep
much
last
sleep.
night. Bitch, I was
Out.
conked.
Yeah.
Like,
no,
conked.
I literally was like, I caught up on so much sleep last night because this past week was arguably my busiest week of the year with coaching. It was just non-stop.
Yeah.
I was like, I just needed to like reset.
I hadn't slept in 2 days either.
Yeah.
Like genuinely hadn't slept in 2
Yeah.
I was at our best friend Jeff's last night, just like chill night, whatever, gardening and watching movies.
Period.
And we, that's the social media safe term for, smoking.
Yes.
But we were
I'm not a fucking loser.
Well,
I know.
but I'm telling everyone else, okay? But we were watching all the, please just don't judge me. We were watching the Pixie Hollow Tinkerbell movies, and I was so gardened and sitting on his couch like falling asleep at like 9:45.
Yeah.
I was like, Jeff, I need to go.
I gotta
home.
go.
I was asleep by like 11 and I slept till like 11.
No, literally, that was me last night.
Yeah.
Went to bed so early, woke up. Like, I literally slept like 12 hours also.
Yeah,
I was
it
like, you know what?
was needed.
Fuck it. Like, oh my God, you're going to sleep
what
like a
weekends are for.
fucking baby tonight.
After bathhouse.
Guys,
We
have a
we're about
night.
to have a stunning night together.
A stunning.
Stunning
night.
I've been saying that way too much.
Stunning.
I kept saying it to a boy we're going to talk about soon. the
Oh
other
my
day,
God.
And I was like, okay,
Stunning.
sorry, I have ticks. Like,
Yeah, no. Oh my God. Wait, speaking of ticks.
wait, go back to bathhouse.
I'm sorry. We keep jumping around. I need to talk about my girl. What's her name? Bailey?
Okay, so we're going to skip bathhouse.
No.
Bathhouse is
Okay. Let's get back to bathhouse and then we're
sauna,
going to talk about
hot
Balin.
tub, cold plunge, spa experience.
Yes, there's one in Flatiron. There's one in Williamsburg. You go in, there's like a regular pool, a hot tub, a cold plunge, a sauna, a tropical sauna, a steam room. It's basically like a little mini wellness like
moment.
retreat thing. You could buy like a day pass. It's like like
It's not
$75.
expensive
Yeah, it's $75
compared to
on
other
the
spas,
weekends.
like, yeah.
Yeah, $75 for a day pass on the weekends, but it's like $45 during the week,
Yeah.
$45, $55, like, which for how you feel when you leave that's a fucking workout class sometimes in New York City. Like, I will gladly pay that. But our bestie Fabrizio got us vouchers to go
So
there for
nice.
Christmas, which was like,
was
mwah,
such a
chef's
good
kiss.
gift.
Such a good gift. And so he got us vouchers. I went last week and I was like, I'm a changed woman. Like,
Yeah.
I will happily
I've
pay
never gone. I'm
the
so
money
excited.
to go. Yeah. Like,
So
I
excited.
swear to God, I'm going to be there once a week now.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to be like, later, you're just going to be like, oh my God.
Well,
Like,
especially with, I mean, I've been working out like a fucking freak recently.
Yeah.
So my body is just like, I have to,
Yeah.
like, when I work out like this, I have to get like a massage every once in a while.
Yeah.
Like, your body literally can't take it unless you're taking care of yourself. So bathhouse
Yeah.
sounds like,
no, exactly. So, oh my God. So we're going tonight. They have a night owl pass, which is like basically 10 p.m. on, and they close at midnight. So we'll have like 2 hours, which
that's
is
so
more
lit.
than enough.
Rolling out
like,
of bathhouse at midnight.
yeah. Oh my God. Because it's going to be so good because you're going to go. You'll be there, like, you'll do all this stuff over the course of like an hour and a half probably, and then we'll get out,
Everything
shower there, you put on your comfy clothes, go home, and then you will literally just want to like plop into bed. Like,
I'm
just
absolutely ecstatic about
Yeah.
it. You have no idea.
oh my God, I'm so excited. But that's what me and Lily have planned for
And then
our Sunday night.
You were going to talk about, what's her name again?
Is her name Balin or Bailey, the girl that has the Tourette's syndrome?
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, and she
I'll give you guys
has
her TikTok. She's a huge TikToker.
huge TikToker known for like talking about having Tourette's syndrome.
She's just
and-
like normalizing Tourette's, which is
yeah,
fucking
but
awesome.
she has her own fucking TLC show now.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, which I haven't watched the actual show yet, but I've been seeing clips from it and I am obsessed with her. I think she's like, oh my God, like,
Okay, her TikTok, she has 10 million followers. You've probably seen her before.
Yeah.
Is Balin Dupree.
Balin Dupree. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Balin Dupree. She is just. I'm just obsessed with her. She's the greatest.
she's
so
so funny.
Yeah, she's so funny. Like, just has such a good spirit about all of it. And her boyfriend, the patience of a saint, like, so cute, so sweet. They're like
know.
dynamic.
They're the best.
And like, it's just like she posts like all the things with Tourette's and like she's able to like, you know, laugh about it like with everybody.
Yeah.
And like, you know, oh my God, just like such a good girl. But I don't know, when you said I have tics, it reminded me of that because I've been sending you a lot of her shit recently.
Yeah, she's so
Did you see the
awesome.
one I sent you? And I was like, this one has to be one of the best ones. She like
Yes.
at the end of it, like because of her tics, she just starts roasting the fuck out of her boyfriend.
It's so good.
It's so funny. I was like,
I hope
oh
I
my
didn't
God.
offend anyone, by the way, when I said that. I
What?
didn't mean that I have tics.
No.
That's not correct. I just repeat the same things like a lot. But
No. I think everybody knows what you meant. Don't worry. But I think
these days.
I know we've said worse. I
know,
think,
I know.
but yeah, no. So, so that was that. But I love her. That's my girl.
Yeah, love her.
Did you
Absolutely
ever
love her.
listen to the voice memo I sent you earlier?
No.
Remember you said you couldn't listen to it?
Yeah, because
So,
I was out and about.
This is funny. I'll give everybody what they want right now. Because you remember I sent you, I go, nature is healing, because they posted a gin and toxic clip on one of those fucking like drama room pages.
Yes. Okay. I didn't see the voice memo, but I was talking to I was with our friends Fab, Kelly, and Forrest earlier, and I was like, guys, there's this account that like used to post updates about Christina and her ex.
Yeah.
Because he was in this famous boy band, whatever. Like 5 years ago at this point.
Yeah,
like,
5-6 years ago.
6 years ago. And they're still posting.
It's so
updates.
funny.
It's crazy.
They definitely don't post as much. They're probably like,
No.
also, if anyone's saying this, they're like, how do you know about that? Because the page is on private. I have my ways. Don't worry. I see everything. But you're not going to know my secrets. I see everything. Just know I have intel.
Yeah, well, it's not like they're posting because there's nothing to post about regularly. But
No,
it's
no, they post, like,
dude,
random
we
stuff,
talked
but-
about him briefly, and they clocked that shit quick.
But the thing that's so funny, the reason I say the voice memo is I was like, they clocked when I talked about him at like towards the end of the episode or whatever it was when we were talking about the digital footprint in the last episode, they clocked when I was like, oh yeah, like you could go, like if somebody searches my name, my ex comes up and like I have to like explain that to current boyfriends or whatever, like the funny little thing. But like an episode or two earlier, we like made like a very blunt joke about boy band,
I said something
and nobody clocked it. But it was like something so stupid. It was like
I've
funny.
said many like savage things about him on the show.
It's all FYI. It's obviously all in good fucking fun.
I never even met him.
Jesus Christ.
I just was making a joke.
Yeah, no. Oh my God. It's all in good fun. Nobody actually gives a fuck anymore.
Again, it was 6 years ago.
Yeah, but it was just so funny. I was like, oh, so they clocked like that, but they didn't clock us like making like a joke about 8 letters. Like
that's what it.
Yeah. Yeah. I said something.
I said something mean about their music.
Yeah, I think I was like, oh,
and
some of their music. I said something like, oh, some of their music was actually really good, and you were like, no, it wasn't.
Yeah, I was like, what music, babe? Like,
I was like, Lily, you can't say that.
Yeah. I was like, well, I did.
Stop it.
And then I go, I said it, not Tina. I said it.
This is true. This is very true.
So put me on the account.
Remember?
How about that?
Remember when you were... Okay, moving on from the topic after this. When we made the Cheaters episode and you were tweeting about him being an iPad kid.
And I was like going viral for it.
Everyone's like, damn. Like
and I know he's reading
we
it.
Like just started the show by that point also. Everyone's like, who the fuck is this?
No, who am I? Like I was like this brand new character in like the beauty chicky realm. And then I know for a fact that he probably saw those and was like,
who is
this girl? Like,
because you came into my life like right after we broke up.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
You needed me.
God's plan.
No, it was God's plan. I really brought you back to life, bitch. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like
like
we need to twinkle. Twinkle key. God's plan.
True. It's
no, literally. True. That was so weak. I remember, oh my God, you remember that girl we were friends with that I had to hide the fact, like she was like a fan of like the band, so I had to hide the fact that like we broke up from her for like 2 months.
Yes. And yeah, oh God, that was all weird.
I'll never forget.
Weird.
Yeah.
Weird.
I had to almost
never date famous people.
I had to like rehash so many things from that era, like that were like deeply hidden in the back of my brain. I had to rehash them when I did the interview with the girlie. Don't say her name because I don't know how,
I'm not
how
say her
known
name.
it is that she's like doing this like
no, I'm not gonna say her name, but I just forgot you did that.
Yeah. And there's even stuff that like we were together for like a good 4 to 5 hours. There was stuff that we didn't even get to go through, but she was like long story short, I've been getting like kind of interviewed by this girl who's like putting out like film show about something. I don't want to give details away, but long story short, she's been interviewing me of what?
You're being so vague and
because
scary.
I don't know how much she like wants that out there. Also, I don't want anybody to like steal her ideas.
Yeah,
like
I get it,
you know, whatever. So I don't know what like the confidentiality of it is.
You know when your phone buzzes when you have a crush and you're like, never mind, it's not him.
Oh, that's why I put mine on do not disturb. I'm like, I can't right now. Like I'm like
yeah, because you guys actually like text.
Yeah, this is true. But anyways, yeah, she was basically interviewing me and she was asking me things about that period of my life. And just like past relationship stuff that like just things I like buried deep in me. She was like saying names. She's like, oh, do you remember this person? And you're like what they did. And I was like, like, yeah, I haven't heard that name in years. Like, and like some of them were like people's names that I forgot about, that like I haven't heard that name in like fucking like 6 years or something. I was like, crazy. What? Yeah, it was crazy. Anyways, just know I see everything.
I have a very random question and topic on my mind that I'd like to discuss. When was the last time you rewatched Twilight? Tell me.
Oh my God. It was actually so long. My last recollection of watching Twilight was I was friends with this girl in like, I don't know if it was a late middle school, early high school.
You're
and
overdue.
That was literally my last memory of watching Twilight.
I hadn't rewatched it in years and years and years, and I just remember like being like, "Oh, it's so cringy, it's so bad." It's pretty fucking good.
What streaming service is it on?
It's super cringy. Hulu.
Okay.
But it's seasonal depression time, guys. It's what, January 12th.
Yeah, sorry, just FYI. You know, you still have an account on my HBO Max account. It says Baby Red.
Oh, could you send me the login again?
Yeah. It's literally, it says Christina, us, which is my family. I don't know why they made us.
And Baby Red.
And Baby Red. They were like, I think my mom like logged into it one time, like one of the first times she logged in, and she was like, I'm assuming Baby Red is Lily. And I was like, who else?
Oh my God. Earlier when I was hanging out with our friends and I referred to myself as Baby Red. I go, yeah, Baby Red gonna need that. And Forrest goes, who's Baby Red? I go, me. He started dying. He was
Who
like,
else would
that's
it be?
good shit. He was
Yeah.
like, that's good shit.
Who else would Baby Red be?
Oh yeah, but
anyways,
Twilight. 'Cause
Twilight.
Everyone's in their seasonal depression era right now, and like my thing is like I'm actually so happy and fine, but I'm saying that I'm like depressed because I just don't want to leave the house. It's too cold.
Yeah.
Like it's so horrible in New York this time of year, and it really I live in like such a walking neighborhood too. Like
Yeah.
there's some parts of New York
Me
where you're right
too.
by the subway and you can kind of be in and out and whatever.
Yeah.
Like to get anywhere from my apartment, you gotta walk 20 minutes, like whatever.
Yeah.
It's so cold that I've just been like work from home, go to my workout, get hot and sweaty, come home, Twilight. And I'm on Breaking Dawn now. So
Period.
within
Oh
a
my
week.
God, maybe I'll rewatch it because I'm like 20. I think I have 20 minutes left in the last episode of the Just Like That reboot.
You should rewatch it. I
So
watch
maybe when I
movies-
finish it,
I watch movies
I have a lot of things lined
sometimes
up.
like a show where I'll watch like 30 minutes of it before bed,
Yeah.
and then the next night I'll watch another 30
have
minutes.
you ever seen Scarface?
Yeah.
I have never seen Scarface, and I'm seeing it tomorrow at Village East with Pumpkin.
That's fun. That's
Yeah.
a fun one to go see.
Yeah, because we were originally you remember I told you we were supposed to go on a date to Metrograph?
Yes.
And
Sold out.
everything was like totally
Oh my God.
sold out.
But
So
if
we're like,
you
where
live
should we
in
go?
New York, or if you're coming here, honestly, that'd be a really cool thing for tourists to do because it's like kind of different, that area.
Yeah.
So there's this area called Dime Square. It has like, it's where all the cool kids hang out. Is it not? That's literally what it's known for.
Yeah,
That's
it is.
literally like you'll see like
cool,
celebrities there.
like kid. Like if you want a very New York experience, like if you're in like your 20s.
Yeah, like we're
You
talking
can go
all the
to Dimes.
fashion kids, like models hang out there. I've like multiple times seen like Cara Delevingne there, Timothy Chalamet. Like it's just one of those spots, okay? But there's this, it's a bunch of bars and restaurants, but then off on one of the streets, there's this theater. It's called Metrograph, and it plays old movies. Which I just love the concept of this because like obviously I love going to the movie theaters and stuff, but sometimes there's nothing out that I want to see, or there's a movie like Scarface is a perfect example where you've never seen it, but like that's such an iconic movie to see it in a theater. It's gonna be so much better, but it's a great date night spot because they have like a restaurant, a bar, and then a theater. It's so cool.
I know,
you haven't
that's
been, right?
No.
Oh, you have
That's
to
why I
go.
was like,
I'll go with you
That's
sometime.
literally why we were like, fuck. Like we really wanted to go to Metrograph, and then the two movies that like we saw were just like, they were like almost sold out. There were no two seats together. So we're like, fuck. But then he was like, Scarface is playing at Village East. Would you want to do that instead? And I was like, sure. So we're still going to do like dinner beforehand. We're keeping the same plan, which was dinner beforehand, movie, Dimes after.
Cute.
So we'll be like out and everything. And that'll be
Dimes on a
tomorrow.
Monday is diabolical.
Really? Why? Is it just like dead?
Yeah, it's just funny. Like Dimes is such like a party,
Like a
way,
weekend
you know?
thing?
Yeah.
Fuck it.
In the summer, it does slap, though. I will say.
Oh,
Like,
in the
sitting
summer.
outside at those tables in the summer.
What the hell's the lay? What is that?
Ladiv.
Ladiv.
Yeah,
Right.
and then Dimes, the actual bar. Like they're all just so good. Like
Yeah.
it actually is pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie, but
Yeah. Anyways, but yeah. So I'm seeing Scarface for the first time tomorrow.
and then Twilight. No.
And then we get home from watching Scarface. I'm gonna be like, put your clothes back on. We're watching Twilight.
I love vampire stuff. Like Vampire Diaries is probably my favorite show ever, which is kind of embarrassing. I don't care. Okay, I don't
give a
care.
fuck.
It's my favorite show ever, and I just love like all that kind of stuff. So Twilight's just my.
Did you see there's that new movie coming out with Jenna Ortega? Oh, we saw the trailer for it when we went to go see Baby Girl. It's Death of a Unicorn.
Oh yeah,
I feel like that's kind of like in the same realm.
Yeah, it didn't look good at all though.
Yeah,
It looked awful.
You know what did look good that I've been
Awful.
seeing trailers for everywhere? Companion.
Ooh.
We saw a trailer for it before Baby Girl.
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
It's like this girl, like she meets this guy, and then I don't even know the exact plot of it, but
Yeah.
like kind of like she meets this guy and she goes
Googling
insane and like she like kills him or something, or
Oh,
like
me.
I know literally. I don't know exactly what the plot is,
Sorry,
but
I
it just
mean-
looks good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sophie Thrasher's in it. Jack. Oh, and Lucas Gage.
Is that
Okay.
the main guy?
Here? This is funny. I was talking about this morning.
Let me see.
We saw the trailer for this guy, Lucas Gage. Okay.
Yeah, he's not
in
the main
Euphoria,
guy though.
He's in Smile, but listen to this.
Yeah.
I went
Jack
to his Instagram the
Quaid or
other
whatever.
day because I was like, I saw the trailer for this movie and I was like, oh, this looks so good. And I was like, oh, that guy looks familiar. Like, what was he in? So I go to his Instagram. He has millions of followers. He's a very famous actor. He was in Euphoria, Smile, all these things. Who does he follow on Instagram? of fucking course, Fabrizio, our best friend. And I'm like, Fabrizio is one of those people that just knows an absurd amount of people. So I was like, what the fuck's this morning?
Him and Chris.
Yes.
Him and Chris March and Nigel Roxbury.
And Noah Berghamer.
Right.
Yes. And I was
connected.
Icon.
Well connected.
New York City icons.
Yeah.
Okay. But this morning we're walking. I go, wait, Fab, I have a fucking question for you. How the fuck do you know Lucas Gage? He was like, we used to party togetger in LA.
We go way back.
No, literally, like way before he was famous and stuff. And like to this day, he messages him all the time being like, what up, bro? I was like, what the fuck? That's so random.
That's right. He was in Euphoria.
Yeah.
Wait.
Briefly, he's the guy that the drug dealer beat up at some point.
Wait, wasn't he also, maybe I'm thinking of the wrong person. What's his name? Lucas Gage?
Look, I can click on him and see everything he was in. Look.
Okay, wait. Let me see his face. Let me see.
Look at his films too.
Oh,
Yeah,
never mind.
just
This
so
is not
funny.
the same guy I was thinking of. He was in Euphoria.
But like, I'll go to like not like a main character. But he was, you know, he was in
always
it.
in Smile too.
And
I want to see.
He has that huge movie coming out this year.
Oh, White Lotus.
Yeah.
Oh, Companion, obviously.
Yeah, like he's getting really big. And I'm just like,
did you ever watch Smile, like the first one?
I can't watch that bullshit.
I watched it. No, that shit was insane.
No,
like I watched it with my ex. It was frightening.
No.
But I kind of want to see Smile too. I'm not a scary movie person, honestly, but I kind of want to see Smile too because I saw the first one.
When it comes to scary movies, I can do serial killer, like it's kind of fucked up. I can do things that could really happen. I can't do demonic.
Yeah. No,
bullshit.
I get that.
I really can't. Like, I won't sleep for weeks. Like,
no, I know. Smile definitely creeped me out for like a night or two. But I kind of wanted to see Smile too. But
I heard for people that love scary movies that it's phenomenal.
Yeah, I asked Pumpkin if he would see it with me because of the movie. Like he's such a movie.
Yeah.
What is it called?
A film nerd. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, movie fanatic, whatever. Even he was like, I don't think I could see it.
No,
like
I can do some scary movies, but I can't do that. It's not
Smile.
happening.
Yeah, Smile was. Yeah, the first one was
like
rough.
I love like a psychological thriller. Like I love like The Shining, like stuff like that. But I can't do the demonic shit. So
yeah. Anyways, should we get into the actual meat of the episode?
let's do it. We have a new character
Guys, swift transition from speaking of demonic beings. Let's talk about boys.
today. Let's talk about the pumpkins of all time. Well, there's only one pumpkin. Sorry,
Yeah, there's only one pumpkin. We have a pumpkin update, but more importantly, first.
Sorry, every time that the fucking camera does that, I twitch because I think it.
Because you think it's off.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, we've been having overheating issues with our
camera.
camera.
We say this in every episode. Nobody cares.
I know.
Where's the chalk?
But it's like whenever it
Where's
like
the chalk?
dims, it's about to overheat. I took it out. Is it on the oh, it's on the table. Right there. Ah. We have a new character, guys. Who
Fucking finally.
Yeah, finally on Lily's End, we have a new character who, by the way, we should also probably say that, as you guys can see, there's exes behind us.
Okay, first of all, I just erased Drummer Boy.
Bye-bye.
He's so irrelevant and inconsistent.
Yeah, and so Lily was like, I shouldn't even like say anything to me. I walked in, I look at the chart, I go,
You're like, what's missing? I go,
and then
I
was like, wait, did you erase Drummer Boy? She's like, yeah, like I'm over that.
He didn't deserve to be. We hung out like once or twice. Like he does not deserve.
Yeah,
to be
goodbye.
On this shit.
And then we decided just to put some X's on just some insignificant ones now. So Milk Bar was a blip in time.
Blip.
Pie Guy, Long Island Boy, blip in time. Mayor of Greenpoint and Mr. Tim stay up here because they're pretty significant ones in the flow. And then Pumpkin is still going strong.
Boat Boy called out Christina. He messaged me and was like, I'm just glad that I'm not Long Island Boy because, in quotes, he's that insignificant to me. I was like, Tina, we are mean on this show sometimes.
Sorry to that man.
And he was like so nice too. Like,
No, I know. I guess, yeah, I did
We're
come across really bitchy in that way.
joking.
He was such a nice guy. He just wasn't my guy. And that's why I said he wasn't really significant because like, we met at a bar once. We went on like a 1 hour date that like I was already drunk on showing up to. I was like,
and
bye.
also, I know this about you and I know this about myself, but I forget sometimes like 95% of the things I say, I'm being sarcastic.
Yeah.
And, like,
oh my
I
fucking
always
God.
forget until I meet someone new. Like, I think there was like 2 or 3 times on my date with this guy that I'm about to talk about where he was like, what? Or he was like, like didn't get it, and I was like, I'm being completely sarcastic.
No,
like,
that is such a thing for me. Like with like a partner, like I need them to understand my sarcasm and that like I'm fucking with you most of the time. Like
he
even the other day, like
tragic, and I was like, sick, and he was like, no, it wasn't sick. I go,
Yeah.
no, I know, I'm being sarcastic.
no, I know. I love like just like making fun of my partners, but like in a way that like I'm not saying anything like actually so mean that like would be hurtful, but like little things. Like Pumpkin was ice skating yesterday, and he was like texting me about it, and I texted him. I said, I hope you fell on your ass.
Like, or like you ice skating gives me the ick.
Like some funny, and it's like obviously I'm fucking kidding.
Yeah, but I like when
grow up.
I like when people do that to me. Like I can take that shit. So
no,
I
exactly.
Like it. All right, guys. So we're adding to the flowchart.
Adding to the flow.
Finally, another man. Okay. And he has my favorite nickname thus far.
Yeah, guys, you're gonna die.
He came up with it.
Yeah, this is so good. It's like so like it's not like crazy, but like it's just good.
Well, the timing is.
Yeah, the timing is impeccable. Da 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 da. Let's go, baby.
Baby girl.
Baby
Welcome
girl.
to the chat.
Welcome to Gin and Toxic, baby girl.
Well, okay, we'll get into it, but I was talking to him about the show and stuff, and like how unfortunately you're inevitably gonna have a nickname,
Right.
And he was like, "Well, you're baby red, like I'll be baby
Something,
brown
yeah.
or baby," like he was like hair color white, and I was like,
Yeah.
"No, that's not it." I was like, keep going," and then he said something like "baby girl," and I was like, "You're so baby girl. You're so baby girl."
No,
he said it as a joke, and then we were both like, "Unfortunately, that is it."
No, literally, the concept of calling a man baby girl is so funny.
He's so
Also,
baby girl in
no.
the way that Pumpkin's baby girl.
No, and now we're like, oh my God, our two biggest characters right now are baby girl and Pumpkin.
That's growth.
Like that, what?
That's growth.
Growth.
Because this was all toxic.
From
as shit,
fucking
so.
Work Bay and Big Jeans. LOL. Now we have baby girl and Pumpkin.
Finally, we deserve this, okay?
We
We deserve it.
But
okay.
yeah, no, literally obsessed. So I'm so excited for this. So Lily, tell us about your whirlwind romance. Thank you.
Okay, we're 3 dates in. It's not crazy.
Oh wait, well,
but
you should probably preface this by saying you talked about
yes.
your first date.
Yes. So
at the end of
last episode, I think for 5 minutes, maybe max, I talked about going on. I just hadn't been on a date in like a while, to be honest. So 2 episodes ago was saying before the holidays, I was like, yeah, I gotta line up some Hinge dates. It's been super dry. Like I haven't been on Hinge in a while. Like for the sake of the show, I need to like go on some dates, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of why I got back on Hinge, and I immediately matched with baby girl.
Period.
And there was just something about him. Like I don't like have a type, so like it just there has to be just something a little je ne sais quoi, if you will. Like there just has to be a little something about them, and I don't know what it was, but I just had like a good feeling about him. He was super sweet, normal vibes, whatever. So we lined up a day in December. We didn't end up doing it, and then we rescheduled for I think like the 2nd of January, whatever. So I talked about this in the last episode. We had a very nice, normal first date. We went to a place that we all love called Layla. I think we've brought up Layla like 7 times on this show.
Yeah. Well, the first time, I was gonna say we brought it up for the first time the night that we like sobbed. Yeah, with Fabrizio and Avery
about how much we all love each other.
Yeah,
you know the usual.
As one does. I get a few
does.
drinks in me, and I'm crying about how much I love my friends.
Yeah, not me, but I get roped into it. So apparently, but yeah, so we had a first date there, and it was like, you know, I talked about it in the last episode. I think I said just like really nice, normal, surface level first date, but nothing crazy. Like, no, we didn't kiss, we didn't trauma dump, God forbid. You know, just a nice, like normal little date. And I left feeling like that was nice.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't really read him, to be honest. Like he was a little like, you know, I was a little more yappy than he was for sure. And like,
this is literally exactly how me and Pumpkin's first date was.
This,
I literally
we've
said
been talking
that
about this.
exactly after I did when I talked about the first date. On Gin and Toxic, I literally said I couldn't read him at first.
Couldn't read him. Couldn't read him. I could definitely tell he was like happy to be there and like interested in stuff. But like, I had no idea. Like he said, like, let's hang out again and whatever. And I was like, okay, we'll fucking see. Like, you know, but I definitely was like intrigued to go on a second date just because like from the first date, you know, you gather that like surface level information. I was like, all right, this guy's really solid with his like relationship experience. He's 28, perfect age, my perfect age. Amazing job. Seems like he has like a great family, like just like a bunch of just normal, lovely things in his foundation, right? And we both have been single like exactly a year. We both have like relationship experience, like whatever. So I was like, okay, he's solid so far. So
Yeah.
I'd love to go on a second date to kind of like crack him a little bit more. And that we did.
Right.
And that we did.
Right.
So he texts me like I think Sunday or Monday, like after our date, and was like, "How was your weekend? Blah blah blah. I'd love to see you again this week." We talked for like 2 seconds, and he goes, "Yeah, okay. So when am I seeing you again?" And I was like, "Period."
As it should be.
Gave him my free days, and then I was expecting just like dinner or drinks again.
Yeah.
But he was like, "I know you love like live music, and like we really like aligned on like music and stuff. So like, why don't we go to like a show?" And I was like, this is fun. Like, I haven't had a guy take like on a second date at least, like take me to go do like an activity like that, like ice skating or a show or like something like that. So I thought that was really fun. So he bought us tickets to a concert at Baby's All Right, which is like this really fun little venue. But we first went to a wine bar called Sauced, and Christina.
I have trauma at Sauced.
Oh,
You're talking about how I showed up. Oops.
damn, bitch.
Sorry. No, because the last time I think
yeah.
we spoke about Sauced on this
It's
show.
a famous wine bar in Williamsburg.
Yeah, was when I talked about how boy
Famous.
cheated on me.
Sorry.
Well, no, it is famous.
It's very
amongst here.
popular. I don't know about famous, but it's popular.
Popular here. No, but the last time I talked about Sauce on the show was when I talked to about how Boy cheated on me and he brought Seema like on the date there. LOL. No.
LOL.
But what you were gonna say? Oh my God, we almost just held hands.
No, I have Chuck E. Cheese hands.
So do I right now.
No, you know that. I'm a clammy bitch.
Yeah. No, what Lily was about to say is how I totally crashed their date. No, I'm kidding. Not like that.
No, you didn't even. I wish you fucking did. He's brought it
was
up
this
like
close.
3 times. He's like, I wish he came in, man.
I know.
I'm like, why?
Fuck.
No.
I would have had you saw my text. Like, I knew you were
if
gonna
I
see
saw
my
you
text,
in the window.
but-
So we're on a date and we're in the window of this wine bar, so you can like completely see us if you're walking by. And Christina walked by and like saw us, and she said she was like looking right at him and like waving.
Yeah, so okay, not waiting, waving. Yeah. No, so okay, I got off the subway and me and Fabrizio like last minute decided that we were going to hang out that night and just have like some wine, and that I was going to pick up some sweet treats from the bakery that we love. And so went to the bakery, got the sweet treats, and literally the route that I take to get to Fabrizio's apartment, I pass Sauced. So I'm literally walking, and like, I don't know, like 30 minutes prior, I went on Find My to like, I just was like, stalking my friends, and I saw that Lily was on her date at Sauced. And so when I was walking, I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna pass this. And I was like, I wonder if like I'll see Lily like on her date. And I thought about for like 2 seconds, like going inside and like ordering a glass of wine to their table without them seeing me. However, Sauce is like
is your signature move.
My signature move. I've done it with my friends before.
Ryan.
Right. However, Sauce is so small that like regardless of where they were sitting, they would have seen me in plain sight. So I was like, okay, can't do that. But there's these
Imagine
like
you walk in, you look at me and you go,
I go, let me just, but there's like these 2 window seats at Sauced. They're like on either side of like the entrance. And so naturally I'm walking by Sauced and I look in the window, not expecting Lily and baby girl to be sitting like at the seat right at the fucking window.
I'm so easy to spot too because of my hair. So
yeah,
it's like,
your
there
hair
she
and
is.
that I saw you first because of the blue shirt you had
yeah,
on.
stunning.
She had this like little baby blue shirt on. It was so cute. But yeah, he saw me. And I look at him and I wave, and then I mouth. I wave. I'm in like my big ass puffer coat. I mouth to him, I love her. I did it like twice. I go, I love her. I love her. And then I just walked away, and I was like, either he thinks I'm a crazy person. I don't know if he's going to tell Lily this, like all this. I was like, he probably thought I was like a psychopath, could not tell who I respectfully did not know who the fuck I was.
Yeah, and
obviously.
I told him, I was like, she was waving and like mouthing something. He goes, I did not see that. I was
really?
Like, he might have been like looking off like nervously or like,
yeah,
I don't know, like not really looking. I don't know.
Not registering.
Yeah. I do that
Maybe he
sometimes.
thought I was trying to get the attention of like somebody.
Yeah, he probably thought he was
Yeah.
like, he didn't know you. So he
Yeah,
was probably
no,
like,
exactly.
oh.
But it was funny. But I was like, I'm not going to crash. So I just continued walking. And then I texted Lily and I was like, I saw you guys. I consider getting a candid of you guys, but I was literally like on your side of the street.
That's what I texted you. I go, well, do you take a fucking candid of us?
I know.
What if we end up together and we have this picture of us on our second date?
I know. It was because it was like too late to take a candid. I was also on, I would have if I was like on the opposite side of the street. But like if I tried to take a candid of you guys, like you would have seen me. Everyone would have been like, why is she taking a photo of this couple in the window?
Because we're adorable.
Right. I'd be like, shut the fuck up. That's my friend.
Do you remember though? I wish I pulled it up or had a screenshot. I got to the date And I was like, he's so cute. Like,
Yeah.
Sometimes like first date, whatever. Like it's the second date where you really realize like, do I really want to get to know this person or whatever? I walked in. The second I saw him, I was like, yep. Like I don't know what it is. Like,
you were texting me like right before I was going into Rumble, and I was like, oh my god,
because I got there, and then they get up to go get you a drink or whatever.
Yeah, of course.
So I like pull out my phone. And I'm like, oh my god, he's so cute. Oh my god, I'm freaking out. Like,
the nerves.
I
love it.
Love it. But yeah, so we go to Sauce first, have a few glasses of wine.
Right.
And I've noticed with him that like there'll be certain things like. I was going into the second date like, oh, I didn't ask him about this. Oh, I didn't tell him this story, like whatever. When I'm with him, I like black out and I just like yap and like I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm all over the place. Like we're just like going off about the most random shit ever. Like I still haven't asked him some like very basic like fundamental questions, but like whatever. Like just like normal stuff. But I'm just like I'm telling him stories about things and I'm like, this doesn't matter. Why am I telling you this story right now? Like such random shit. But that was kind of like the initial vibe that night. We were just like yapping at the wine bar. And then we walked over to the concert. First of all, the Dare was there, which was hilarious.
I like the girls who do drugs.
Oh my God, it was so funny.
In the back of the club.
The Dare, like funny enough,
we have lore.
Of course I have lore there. Like,
there's lore.
Whatever. My ex and like his friend group, like used to hang out with the Dare a lot, and we used to go to his sets like years ago before he was like remotely poppin'. And working with Charlie. So like I've met him a few times, like went to his sets back in the day and whatever. So I walked by him when we like locked eyes, and he was kind of like this because he like hangs out with my ex still regularly. And I was like, oop, gotta go.
Oh my god,
gotta go. And then I was sitting there thinking, and I was like, I really hope no one in that group, because the scene at Baby's All Right that night was very much giving. They're like, those people. So I was like,
sceney people.
Yeah, sceney people. So I was like, God damn it. If not my ex, but if his evil, scrawny best friend showed up.
Never forget.
The one that I destroyed in episode 1.
I was going to say, I remember in like episode 1.
The one that we annihilated.
I was like trying to find the words to describe him, and I went down a list of like 5 words. I was like,
horrible.
Twiggy, scrawny, skinny, like evil,
villain,
pathetic, like just
the
like
meanest. I was like, he's the meanest person I've ever met. Like, we were so
Some people deserve that.
He deserved it.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we're just like at Baby's All Right, hanging out, and we had a while before the actual show started, so we just like sat and had a few drinks. The part, actually, now that I think about it, the part of this night that was so funny is that I got so hammered. Oh my God, I was texting Christina about this. It was like genuinely the drunkest I've been in months. I don't know how it happened, but I was telling Kelly today, I was like, I do like kind of nervous drink sometimes on dates. Like I like clutch onto my drink.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, lovely. Like, whatever. Like, I'm just like sipping, like whatever. And I do feel around him. I don't feel anxious. It's not like, there's like people are like,
you're just
butterfly.
nervous.
They're like, sometimes you can mistake butterflies like for anxiety or like vice versa or whatever.
You're quoting me. Thank you very much for making fun of me.
You do say that. Well, it's a thing. Other people say
I know
too.
it is a thing. No, but you're probably just feeling, listen, like nerves are a sign that you actually care.
Yes. I don't feel anxious, but I do feel very not totally like myself. Like normally when I meet new people, I'm very on. I can tell a funny story, blah, blah, blah. When I'm around him, like, sometimes when there's an awkward silence, I'm like, I don't know what to say. Like, I'm like fucking panicking. But so I was fairly nervous on this date still. So I'm like sipping. Like we had like a few glasses of wine, like 2 or 3 at Sauce. And then I had like 3 or 4 IPAs at Baby's All Right. And they were just like massive beers. I also hadn't drank much that day. And sometimes it just hits you. Yeah. Sometimes I can take 10 shots and be like, yeah, I know I'm drunk. Yeah. I don't know. Something about these beers, man, I was feeling it. Like it was crazy. Okay. So then eventually we had really good conversation. Like this was like probably like the best conversation we had yet, because we were like getting more comfortable with each other and stuff.
Yeah, totally.
And then the show started. So we go in and we're both pretty tipsy at this point, and we're just like vibing, enjoying the show. Like it was a good time. And when I realized I was so hammered was when it was towards the end of the show. I was so fucked up. And I was like, I did not need another drink. So he goes, I'm going to go get one more drink and then tap out. Do you want one? Hey, should have said no. Didn't. Hey, was already hammered. But I go, yes, love, drink. Thank you. Like, not speaking English. So I follow him to the bar, and I still had like 25% of my beer left.
Oh my God, this is so funny.
I don't know why. Like I think about this moment and it just cracks me up. So I have it in my hand. He orders me a new beer and he like puts it down in front of me and I'm just staring at it. And he was like, what? And I was like, I have one beer. I can't have two beer. How can I have two beer if I have one beer?
Yeah.
He was just like, hello? He was like, do you want me to hold it? I could tell he was like confused. I was like, yes, hold it.
Yeah, hold it, please.
Walk back down to like the dance floor area and I was like, sorry, I don't know what. I just like had a freaking aneurysm at that
How do
bar.
I have two beers?
If I have one beer, how do I have two beer? Then I have no beer. Then I was just like, what the fuck is going on? So then I'm standing there and I take like, I don't know, I drink like half of it and he like went to the bathroom and I remember like putting the beer somewhere and being like, I can't fucking drink that shit. I was like, oh my God.
You're like, I gotta tap out at some point.
Yeah, I was just like so fucked up. So it was like 12:30 at this point. I just assumed it Baby's All Right. I don't really know why that it was going to go very late because it was like a rap, like underground rap show. I was like, oh, this shit's going to go till like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
So I'm like vibing. All of a sudden I'm like, where's everyone going? He goes, it's over. It ended. And I was like, oh, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? The night's just getting started.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? So we go outside and I'm like, woo, where are we going next? You want to go back to yours? Like, like whatever. And he was like, we have work in the morning. Like, so normal. He was like, Like,
but call at 8 a.m.
Yeah, he had like a huge presentation at 9 a.m. the next day. So like, it was very fair. I was like, no, yeah, that's so true. Like, I also literally have a full-time job. Like, I need to go home.
I'm sorry. I should check my phone. Just a little side thing that we could actually talk about in a bit. I've learned that one of my favorite things about men when they start to like you is they just text you all their random thoughts.
I'm obsessed.
They just blurt things out, like,
yeah.
Pumpkin just texted me like, because I text him like, oh, like recording whatever, and he's like, LOL, like have fun, and then 10 minutes later goes, just one Scrabble. It's the whole text, just one Scrabble.
Like, thank you for sharing. That's when you know they like you, though.
Good job,
that's
gold star.
That's when you know they're locked the fuck
it's just
in.
so fun. I just read it and I'm like.
And you know how else you know a guy likes you when he just randomly texts you like what he ate. He's like, oh, I just had a sick burger.
Yeah,
and you're like, great, babe. That's
okay.
So yum.
He's like texting me earlier and he's like, I think I might shave my beard off. Maybe not. Maybe I need a beard roller. Maybe I need to do. He goes, like, maybe I need a beard roll. I go, okay.
I don't even know what to say to that. Like, I know. That's like an internal thought. Like,
he just sent me. He was like, he sent me a photo and he's like, actually no, maybe I do like it. I just said smash.
That's our favorite thing to say.
Smash.
No, that was me when I saw Baby Girl on Hinge. I was like, yeah, smash.
Yeah, smash. Anyways,
smash.
continue. I just
no, that is funny.
I just saw it
That's
and
good
this
shit.
goes just one Scrabble.
That's great. That's
okay.
Great. Oh my God.
I love having a crush. We're gonna talk about it.
Get into
Fuck
it. I'm almost done. I swear. Okay.
No, please continue. I like hearing every single detail of your dating life.
You really do. You like.
I love a
dirty
detail.
Details. Like I'm like, whoa.
Me and Lily, the day after her date.
No, the day after I slept.
Was
over,
this last night?
No,
this wasn't last night. The night before. Lily was like gonna go see him again, but it was the day after the date that she's explaining.
Yes.
And we went to the Arlo Hotel, which, guys, I love the Arlo Hotel.
I love it
The
there.
lobby bar, okay? Not that fuck ass like club that's at the top, like the water tower.
Don't hate on that. That shit's fun as fuck.
When you're in the mood, it's fun as fuck.
Yeah, it's like super touristy and weird.
Right.
But like when you're fucked up, it's a good
If you're
time.
fucked up and you want to be like
Remember?
groped.
Me, you and Dakota went.
And that was
In
that
our
the night that I
pajamas?
started doing poppers?
Yeah.
Was that the night I started?
Yes.
What a crazy statement.
Hey.
Was that the night I did my first popper?
Yeah, it was.
I think it was.
It was.
On a rooftop at the ripe age of 25 doing poppers with like
a bunch of European
with like
men.
19-year-old frat boys.
Yeah, and then like 30-year-old European men.
Yeah, that are just like
Absolutely
that.
stunning.
Like I'm just like I should be afraid. Like I gotta put my hand on the top of my drink while I'm dancing.
I
Like
had
that was
a
the vibe
baggy
there.
T-shirt on and sneakers because we weren't expecting
Yeah,
to go
we
out.
looked
And
like
I had my,
shit.
But then I had my sunglasses on and I was like, and then me and Dakota, when you left, got invited to like a private table because like hot girl.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I was just like, yeah.
I think I literally was wearing the Vivian's Pizza shirt. Like, what is going on? Anyways, no, the lobby bar of the Arlo, though, like when you walk in and you go
classy
downstairs,
part.
yeah, is so lovely. And they do a gorgeous dirty martini.
They really do.
But me and Lily sat there and we
Yeah.
kikied, and I said, Lily, you need to tell me about this date, and I don't want you to forget a single detail. I don't care if we're here for 5 hours.
It's like, damn,
Every single detail. I want to know what shops you passed on your walk to the next venue. I want to know how long each song lasted if Baby's All Right. I want to know what you were doing in between the songs.
When did he touch you for the first time?
Yeah.
Did he hold your hand? Did he touch your back? Did
Did his pupils enlarge when he looked at you? I want to know every fucking detail.
And I'm like, not like that. I'm like, I don't know. We had fun.
Yeah, I know. And I'm like, Lily,
like, hello, crack.
tell me everything. Because I tell everybody everything about my life.
Oh, we know. I've been hearing it for
Okay.
weeks. Anyway.
Don't call me out like that. Enough. You're
No,
always
the
there.
Final thing of this night that was crazy was we leave and I'm fucked up and I'm like, let's go somewhere. And he's like, no. And then I order my Uber. I'm like, boo, okay, whatever. So I get my Uber, but I like understood at the same time, like why this makes sense because it comes up again later. I was like, it's fine. He kept being like, I'm sorry, but like I have to go home. And I was like, that you don't need to be sorry. Like it's
Yeah.
1 a.m. on a Thursday night, like time to go home, like fair.
Right.
So I go order my Uber and we kiss. Now I was extremely intoxicated. I obviously remember kissing him. I really do. I just had the scaries about it because I was like, I'm a fabulous kisser, but I was so fucked up that like, did I perform my best?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Was he a good kisser? Like,
I don't know. I didn't know at that point.
Which actually, wait, I forgot. Well, I mean, I'm sure we'll get into it. I forgot to ask you if when you kissed him the second time, the day after, if he was.
Yes.
Okay, we'll
We're
get
getting
into
there.
it.
We're almost there. So,
Okay. I'm getting excited.
The night ended just with like us kissing and I got in my Uber and then I got home, got in bed and was just blackout drunk. Like was so hammered, like didn't sleep
And
a
she
wink.
listen, she was texting me the whole way home on her
Yep.
Uber. You would not be able to tell. Like I knew she was like
I have
drunk, but
magical
not what
powers,
she
dude.
is explaining.
I don't know what it is. I can act so sober when like lights on, no one home.
Yeah.
Like I didn't remember like washing my face really or like I don't know. And I never get like that. But I was
Actually,
just fucked up.
2 weekends from now, not next weekend, but the weekend after, Charlie invited me to go to some concert at Baby's All Right. It's like $20 if you want to
Hillman?
come with us. Yeah,
Fabulous.
come.
I'm so there.
Anyways, go on.
I love it there. It's so fun.
I know Baby's All Right is great.
But yeah. Go home. Okay. Whatever. He sends me like a really cute, I think he wouldn't have said this if he was like sober, but like a really cute message about how he like loved the night and said that I was the bee's knees. And I thought that was really cute.
Period.
Like kind of like not corny, but like just really sweet boy thing to say. Like So I thought that was really cute. And then the next morning he just texted me at 9 a.m. and just goes, yikes. And I was like, yeah, period. Like I have the scaries as well. It's fine. But he said when I was leaving to get in my Uber, he was like, I'm totally going to drunk text you this weekend and we're totally going to hang out. And I was like, haha, okay. Like, I thought maybe he would drunk text me or something, but I was not counting on like seeing him this weekend or like anything like that. But then Friday night, I got all ready to go to Bushwick to go meet our friends for Brazil and Kelly. No, seriously, boo. I didn't really want to go. There wasn't much else going on that night, and I felt like going out. And it was for a birthday party of people that I didn't really know. And I was just like, I don't really want to go to this, but like there's nothing else going on.
Yeah.
And like I love Fab and Kelly, so like I'll just go, like whatever. It'll be fun. Like I knew like a good amount of people there. Yeah. I didn't really want to go though from the get-go. Yeah. So then I get all ready, whatever. And then baby girl texts me and he's like, my lady, like, what are you doing tonight? Like, can we meet up? Whatever. And I was like, oh, the whole plan is changing. The whole plan is changing. I was like, I'm sorry. But
she's immediately texting me like panicking.
Because I felt bad canceling on my friends. But at the same time, I was like, I see them 50 times a week. We hang out all the time. This wasn't something important at all. Yeah. And I was like, also, let Baby Red have her fucking moment, bro. It's been a minute.
Yeah,
like,
she was like debating and I was like, Baby Red, listen, I'm gonna be the devil on your shoulder coming from another woman who has like a really big fucking crush right now. Yeah. Go see him.
Go see him.
Go.
And I'm so glad I
see
did.
him.
But like generally, like I did see quite a few people in December now that I think about it, but I haven't had like a real crush since Boat Boy, which was like August, September. So I'm like, this was my time to shine. Yeah. Like I was like, I'm going. Like I don't give a fuck, whatever. So I'm really glad I did. But once I got Friday night ended up going to his place, obviously, like whatever. But I get there and he like comes outside and he's like, missed you. Like it's been 24 hours. Like, but I
love that. A man that yearns is a man that earns.
Yeah, it was funny. Like the way he said it, he was like, I don't know, like missed you.
Yeah.
I was like, period.
Like, whatever. Don't make it weird.
Yeah, like don't make it weird.
Yeah.
But I was like, yeah, I'm like really, like I really was not expecting to see you tonight. Like I fully got dressed and did my makeup to go to Bushwick. Like I was not expecting to be in East Village tonight. And he was like, I just felt really bad about Thursday night. I didn't want you to think that I didn't want to go to your place or I didn't want you to come over to mine. I was like, that's not what I was thinking at all. But it was cute because I could tell he like, God forbid, he cared. Can you believe it?
Can you believe that a man cared?
Can you believe that a man cared about how I felt?
A man shows empathy.
Like
in the wild.
And I could tell he like it was like actually like bothering him. He's like, I really didn't
put
want
it
you
on
to think.
Discovery Channel.
Like seriously.
A man in the wild with empathy.
With empathy. Can you believe? No, he's definitely got that.
Remember when we called men objects?
Yeah, that wasn't great.
That was funny.
It was funny though.
I think it was funny.
It was funny. But then ended up staying the night at his place. Obviously there wasn't much sleeping involved. It was fabulous.
Okay, wait. Don't worry, I won't make you go into details of that, but I will make you go into details of the kiss.
Oh, okay.
Now that we remember the kiss.
Yes. So I get there. We go up to his place and he was like, I really want to take a quick shower. Like I just was out, whatever. And I was like, yep, I'll wait for you. Like whatever. He takes a shower, comes back in, immediately just starts kissing me. And I was like, it was really good. Like really, really good.
Oh my God. We are having so many technical difficulties. Sorry, the camera just scared the shit out of me because it did this dimming thing.
Out, I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, it's a sign to keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
No, me and Lily were walking to SoulCycle yesterday and she's like telling me about this and she goes, yeah, he goes and takes a shower and then he comes back in the room and I go, and he was naked.
And I was like, no.
Yeah,
I was like, what do you think he did? Like ripped a towel off and was like, Papa's home. Like, what the fuck?
Smash. No.
I would have been like, smash. Immediately, yes. No, literally.
That would have been so funny.
Things did escalate quickly though, but I won't get into that.
I feel fine about it.
But the kiss was, it was very much like, less of like a super like sexual hookup experience and more of like a
passionate.
Yeah. Make love situation. And like the kiss also felt like not just a normal kiss. Like it felt like I really like you.
Yeah.
Type kiss. But hey, I don't know. Could be wrong. But from what I felt, at least that was how I felt on my end.
Oh my God. I'm getting.
I know.
Can't say it's me. I've been like in heat for like weeks now. Okay.
Yeah. I get in heat. I've been having for so a kiss.
Much sex.
Like I could
Sorry.
I go, I just love kissing.
I go, I've been having so much sex. I've been in heat. It's so ironic. I've been in.
I'm gonna put a muzzle on this bitch. Jesus.
I'm literally like a dog that won't stop like barking.
Humping random objects.
I'm just like, I'm literally like, guys, I can't stop getting.
Okay.
Moving on.
This is where she kills me.
I'm sorry. I just get it. Like you're making me go into heat. Like thinking about these experiences, then it makes me think about my experiences, and I'm like. Anyway,
I also discovered. I mean, this is probably obvious and like relatable for a lot of people. I hate when a guy plays it cool. I want you to tell me that you're. I don't want to be love bombed at all. I don't want to be love bombed. I want you to just like. Say it how it is, say how you feel, whatever. Because like at one point in the night, I think he was definitely like a little tipsy. I don't know if he would say this sober, but he was just like something like, I really like you. And I was just like, I go, I'm playing it really cool, but like the feeling's mutual, like whatever.
No,
and then
literally.
He said like, just like, I can just tell when a guy likes you from little things. Because he was like, oh, like tomorrow morning, I'd love to show you like my coffee shop and like the one that I go to every day, like you'll love it, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, oh, it's cute. But I was like, I don't have a toothbrush and I came over here in heels. So I'll be Ubering home the second I wake up. Thank you. And then he was like, you want to shower together in the morning? And I go, that's a very intimate thing to do. He goes, right, sorry, my bad. And I was like, no, I'm not against it. But I was like, I'm just surprised you asked me.
Did you guys?
No.
Oh my God, because I had this exact conversation with Pumpkin where I asked
like a
him.
wet rat on our third time hanging out.
No, well, I had this. Me and Pumpkin talked about this because I asked him and I asked a few people because of a conversation that I think we had with a different friend sort of recently. I said to him, do you think it's more intimate to like have sex with someone or to shower with them?
Shower with?
Well, yeah.
Like obviously it just depends. Whatever.
Well, yeah,
but
sex is obviously intimate, but like if you're just like showering with someone, like sudsing them up, you're like just both
to
wet,
me,
like
that
whatever.
is
That's
really,
way more intimate.
Yeah, I would totally like do it with him. I just like in the morning, like I was like, what, and then put on my going out clothes again, and then have to like
at
I 10 a.m. Like I was just like, it's not the vibe tonight, but like he was like, yeah, no, fuck yeah, my bad.
So
like,
true, so true, so true.
Like literally how he reacted.
Yeah.
I was like, period. But overall, I think like Friday night, like sleeping over, like, you know, because like the first 2 dates, I was joking with him. I was like, our second date, the whole night, I was just looking at you like, okay, kiss me.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
he was
yeah.
like, I like to let like the girl kind of initiate that, and I was like, no,
Come on.
I was like, no, stand up.
Okay,
like,
go put your little lip gloss on and put your hair in like a fucking braid. What do you mean? What do you mean?
braid your hair? Like,
yeah,
no.
like
he ended up kissing me though, obviously. But I was like, no, like I was chomping at the bit the whole night because I'm a huge physical touch person, and at this point at the second date, I was already like, I really like him, like whatever.
Yeah.
And the whole night, I just wanted to like just touch his arm or just like what like little things like that. But if you haven't kissed yet, like it just is a little like. Like the kiss like breaks the ice. And then you can be very touchy and whatever.
Definitely.
So we kissed our second date, and then like Friday night, obviously like sleeping over and like being intimate and stuff. Now I'm like, okay, now when I see him, like I'm gonna kiss him all the time and like be very touchy because like that's just how I am. Like I'm very very affectionate. Not with my friends. I don't touch y'all.
No,
I won't even hug Christina.
Never.
I won't even hug you.
Yeah,
once in a while.
Once in a blue moon, I will give you a hug.
Yeah, once in a while. But
and it has to be a good reason.
Yeah, like I think the last time it was like someone died.
Yeah, pretty sure
it was. I remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, so baby girl's locked in. Unfortunately, I have a massive crush on him. I wish I didn't because it's fun, but it's also like
it's so fun. Fun. Yeah, me and Lily had a long discussion, and we were gonna have a discussion about it today. We'll still talk about it for a little bit,
yeah,
although the time is like,
on it.
Yeah, but we were gonna talk about crushes in general, because she is crushing really hard on baby girl. I'm crushing really hard on pumpkin, and I was talking to somebody earlier about this too, just about the difference between having a crush when like you're younger versus like when you're in like your adult years.
Yeah.
And it's like the same giddy feeling, but when you're younger and you have a crush, like it's like you go on like a first date, not even a first date, or if it's in like high school or whatever, you like start to talk to that person, you're talking to school and those sparks are flying and all that stuff. And as you grow up and become an adult more, you don't, most of the time with your crush, like, yeah, you're gonna have an initial attraction and everything, but like you're not gonna feel like sparks flying and like whatever. It's just gonna feel very easy and right, and more of like a buildup of like, ooh, I think I like this person. Ooh, I really like this person. Ooh, I really, really like this person. You know, it's like that. And, you know, we're comparing it to both her with baby girl and me with pumpkin. Our first date
experience was very similar.
Very just like normal, where it was like, yeah, like we both went on our first dates with them and we're like, oh my God, this guy is really cute and sweet. Like, you know, would like to go on a second date with him. If not, like I won't be devastated, but like, let's just see. And then it gets built up a little bit more, and then you go on that second date and it's like, okay, like that kind of is like, okay, I actually really like you and I want to see you again. And then you continue seeing each other and it just like, really builds and builds and builds. But I feel like it's kind of like the opposite when you're younger. Like you go on that first date or have that first interaction with someone and you're just like, you know, versus adults. It's like, kind of like.
Also, me and you have talked about multiple times, and I actually talked about this on my second date with baby girl. I think I asked him if he had ever experienced a marathon date and like explained to him what that is. And he was like, yes. And, you know, he had very similar experiences that we had where it's like, you go on this marathon date. It's like an 8-hour date. Maybe you end up sleeping over or you don't, whatever. You trauma dump. You tell each other everything. You're like, oh my God, I'm so into you. And blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Have any of those ever
worked out? Yeah.
No, they haven't. They have not worked out. If not for me and not for you, not for anybody that I know.
Like, don't think any of my marathon dates have worked out.
Even like Fab and Kelly, our best friends, this beautiful couple in our life, they had such a gradual, they were friends first. It was like this very gradual, normal build. Like that foundation is so important. Like you cannot just be jumping into things. And like I'm 3 dates in and I'm like, I really like this guy, but I'm still like,
I literally was thinking about this because like the guys I've gone on dates with where like after the first date I was like, oh my God, like I'm in love with this person or whatever, have never worked out. And it's always been the guys that I go on the first date with where I'm like, oh, that was a nice guy, but like whatever, we'll see what happens.
Every time.
Every single time. This happened with Big Jeans. The first date we went on, it was like great, but remember I was like, I want nothing to do romantically with you. I just want to like fuck, like whatever.
Yeah.
That was it. My first date with Boy, also first date was like it was good and everything, but I was kind of like whatever. And then I went to France for like 2 weeks, and during those 2 weeks we were like texting and building up and everything, and then the second date was really the sealed deal. Before that, and what you big dick, we went on our first date. I didn't like think anything of it really, and then like a month later he hit me up for a second date, and I was like, oh yeah, I guess that guy was like really sweet and whatever. I'll just go on another date with him.
Ended
like
up
whatever.
being the romance of all
yeah,
time.
literally like. Literally all of my relationships have started in that way.
And like this insignificant random guy. Yeah. Not insignificant.
Yeah,
you know
but just like the one that like you go on the date with, and you're like, oh yeah, like he was nice. Like that was cool. I'll go on a second date with him. But you're not like, oh my God. Like, you know.
Exactly. Yeah. That's very much how this feels. Very, I think me and him kind of touched on it too. Like very healthy and just normal and gradual and like whatever. And I'm a trauma dumper, and I haven't trauma dumped yet. He doesn't know any of my lore.
Yeah.
He doesn't know about the video situation, episode 1. He doesn't know any of my crazy lore.
He'll get there.
He'll get there. Yeah. I feel like in the next few dates I have to start telling him some shit.
I think I started telling Pumpkin some stuff on our first date. We said like a little bit, and then when we were texting in between date 1, date 2, he gave me like a tiny little bit of like a trauma dump. And then I don't know, it kind of like depends. But whatever. Long story short, with crushes.
Yeah.
When you're an adult, it just feels more like a build up versus like, you know, I feel like when you're younger, you're so focused on the spark. And then even when you're transitioning from dating in like your teenage years into your adult years. I was just going to say
those really early 20s too. We all still do it.
You're so focused on finding the spark. Yeah. And most of the times you won't find the spark. It'll just feel nice and easy peasy.
Yeah.
And that's how you know it's right.
Yep.
And I think like when you're making that transition, you assume, oh, well, I didn't have the spark on the first date, so this person must not be the one. But then you end up realizing as you're older, like, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
That shit's like more built as you get older.
1,000%.
Yeah.
Like I said, Kelly and Fab. And then I think of Work Bay, my most recent ex. But in the beginning, sucked. But in the beginning, I remember it was months. He was cooking for months.
Yeah.
I'll give him that. He was really like chasing me for a long time. And I was like, no.
Yeah,
friend
yeah,
vibes.
yeah.
Like, you're not my type at all. Ew, what the fuck? And then, it was gradual build. So it is just weird like that. And then none of the marathon dates work out. So.
Yeah. Nope.
And like none of the guys that I meet and I'm like, oh my God. Like, oh my God. The one that texted me yesterday, like that was one that I was like,
oh my God.
Oh, you guys, I'll very quick. I just want to like read this.
He's not on here, right? No, not even on the chart.
Because he doesn't deserve to be. Like, he's so annoying.
Exactly. This is actually
met this guy in April. We were like super into each other. Like, this was a long time ago. We like never ended up going on a date. I saw him a million times throughout the summer. He always said he was going to take me out. Never did. Weird. Whatever.
Right.
We finally go on a date. I think it was like September or something, maybe October. Finally go on a date. Unreal date, like nothing crazy, but like really good, solid date. We have a lot of mutual friends. We like know each other. Like we're kind of friends, like neighbors. Like I see him all the time. We go on this date. We run into each other that weekend on a night out. It's great vibes. Like he was super excited to see me. We were like planning the second date. Second date's planned. Then he ends up ghosting, like just completely falling off the face of the earth and ghosting me after like planning a second date. I was like, okay, like whatever. I found it rude because he's in the Mr. Tim's group.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
shocker.
And he I just found it really rude because we were like friends and like have like a lot of mutual friends. And I was like, I'm going to see you at every birthday party ever.
Yeah.
So
you're don't ghost me.
I don't mind getting rejected. Like we've talked about this on the show. Like,
yeah.
Please reject me. I just like there to be like a little bow on it. Like, just like, you know, let's like end things on a good note, whatever.
Also, I feel like ghosting after a first date, I think is fine. Honestly, who gives a fuck?
Oh, of course.
But after that, it's kind of like, if you had a good vibe going, you guys know that, it's like,
and if you know each other, that's what it really was with this guy. Like other guys have done this exact thing to me, and I was kind of like, ugh, whatever. This guy annoyed me because I was like, come on, man. I'm going to have to see you all the time. Like, don't make it weird. But whatever. Long story short, he's texted me 6 or 7 weeks after ghosting me a novel about why he ghosted me. It had nothing to do with me. I'm busy, whatever, that bullshit.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay? And I'm like, oh, good, whatever. I thought it was so weird. That was months ago. He texted me yesterday. I was losing my mind, asking me for a favor. Asking me, he has a clothing brand. And he was asking me to connect him with like stylists and like celebrities that I used to work with. And I was like,
like, that's crazy.
I haven't even opened the message yet. I'm like, I'm either not responding or I'm going to be like, this was a little out of the blue, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. And like, we don't have any sort of, if we had like continued being friends.
Yeah. Or maybe
like,
if you ended on like a better note.
Oh, 100%.
Or like,
if he had texted me after the first date being like, you're fucking awesome, but like, I just don't think this is right, I would have been like, no worries at all. Like, I really liked the guy just as a friend. So I was like, this is so, I would never do that.
Yeah.
I would never ask anyone
the balls.
Like, the nerve is crazy.
Also, I feel like it was pretty fucking obvious to him that you were really into him.
He knew. I have no shame saying that to people. Like, if I have like really like you, I'll tell you. I think I told him in my response to his novel, being like, yeah, and it was also mean because it was very clear that I had a big crush on you, and you knew that, and you kind of just didn't care enough to like say anything to me. Like, I thought that was pretty fucked. So this is crazy behavior. But anyway, baby girl would never. Right. Yeah. So we'll see what happens with baby girl. I'll keep you guys updated, but I'm feeling pretty good about it. I'm not gonna lie. So
oh my God,
we'll
no,
see.
I feel good about him.
Yeah. I mean, like, who knows what'll happen? I just don't see it ending like badly if it did end, because he's just like such a nice, normal, like respectful guy.
Do you guys have another date planned yet?
No, he did text me today. And then he was like, he's seeing the movie Baby Girl today. And he was like, I'll report back like after whatever. So I'm kind of hoping like we text a little later, and then he's like, when are you free?
Yeah.
But whatever, we'll figure it out. I feel like I'm going to go on another date with him. So I'm not like, I don't feel like worried with him. You know what I mean? Which is kind of a nice feeling. Yeah. So I just feel like he's normal. And
he'll definitely text and set something up.
So I have a big fat crush, but whatever.
Yeah, big fat crush. We love crushes.
Yeah.
In other news, my crush is developing into something. All right.
Scary.
Which is scary. Scary. But I feel like in every episode, like the past 3 episodes now, it was like, okay, I went on a first date with Pumpkin and it was really good. I'd like to go on a second date with him, but like, I don't really know. Let's see. And then we went on our second date and had like literally our second and third, like pretty much like, or not third, but like second date followed by like 2 hangouts. And I talked about that in the last episode, and that it was like really good, and I really like this guy and whatever. Since then, developments, okay, some bigger developments. We went on like a 3rd official date, but it was probably like our 5th or 6th time hanging out or something, and like 5th time hanging out. But an official 3rd date, we went to the abandoned mall in Chinatown and went in the basement and had like all the food, dumplings and everything. It was like a funny thing that we wanted to do. We're like, what if we go on a romantic date to the abandoned mall in Chinatown? Iconic. So we go on this date. It was great. We go to a bar after, super cute. We go back to his as God intended. And this is where the big kind of update comes in, because I've been seeing this guy now for, I want to say it's like 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks, almost a month, since our like first date. Yeah, almost a month. And, you know, we really like each other, whatever. And it got to a point where it just feels kind of weird for me to be going on dates with other people and for him. And I figured he wasn't going on dates with other people, but I wasn't going to say anything.
I don't assume until I'm told that. You know what
exactly.
I mean? I actually always assume the worst.
Right. I was like, you know what? This guy has like all the rights in the world right now to go on Hinge, go on dates with other girls, like all of that shit, like whatever. I'm not going to say shit. I personally was like, I'll keep myself like open, but like I don't really want to go on dates with other people, but like whatever. So that was that. Also, okay, our date was on a Wednesday, and our date was on a Wednesday, and on Tuesday, the day before, Lily is on Hinge. And guys, Lily's on Hinge.
This happens to me all the time.
And who the fuck comes up as Lily's most compatible on Hinge?
Most compatible.
Pumpkin.
It's never even like, I see all the guys that my friends are talking to on Hinge, and it's never just like I see them on Hinge. It's always my most compatible.
Makes sense, because obviously if he was my most compatible with me and likes me, then of course my best friend / co-host duh.
Yeah.
But
and like same age, same vibes. Like,
yeah, exactly. So I was like, oh my God, this makes so much
both
sense.
of my roommates, the guys they're with, my most compatible on Hinge.
Yeah,
it's
literally.
crazy.
So Lily sent it to me, like we're both like dying, and then I was like, yeah, like I was like, I don't know if he's gone on dates with other people, like I think not, but like whatever. But then I was like, yeah, like I'm obviously not gonna have that conversation with him. Like it's way too soon for me to be like, are you seeing other people? Like no, like whatever, let it rock. He could do whatever he wants. So that was that. So that was on Tuesday. Lily sends that to me. On Wednesday, we have our date. We go back to his. And we're on my phone. I went to go show him something on my phone and Hinge popped up. And he was like, oh, Hinge, like whatever, made a joke. And I was like, haha. And I was like, yeah, honestly, like I haven't really like used it though. I like said something like that. And he goes, me neither. He goes, I actually deleted it on Sunday. And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, like I deleted it on Sunday. And I'm like, oh, like, did you see anything before you deleted it? Because Lily responded to his profile and was like, what'd you say, like LOL, hey,
I said,
or
yeah,
like
yeah, exactly.
yeah, something
like
funny, because he knows who she is.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, like what are you talking about? And so I was like, you came up as Lily's most compatible on Hinge, like literally yesterday. And I showed him and he was cracking up and he was like, oh my God, no. He was like, I deleted the app. And he thought that like if you delete the app, I guess like it like doesn't delete your profile, but like it stops your profile or whatever. I was like, no, you have to put it on pause. But he said he deleted the app because he realized he would just kind of go on the app and like X people out, and it just didn't really feel like right to go on a date with other people. He said he actually was supposed to go on like a date with like some girl after one of our dates, and he ended up canceling like fully on her because it just like didn't feel right.
See, like where I'm at now, baby girl, and where you guys are at, I wouldn't be like seeking out another date. So like I'm not I'm not going on Hinge either anymore. But I have some lingering people from like the end of the year last year where like if they wanted to see me again, like I think it'd be kind of stupid to completely cut myself off, because like baby girl could text me tomorrow being like, I never want to see you again.
No, exactly.
You know what I mean?
That was exactly the mindset that I was already in.
I'm not on the fucking prowl.
Yeah, that was kind of like why like, you know, Mayor of Greenpoint was like there for like a sec too, and like
quite
well,
for
me,
you can.
So, anyways, it kind of like accidentally almost developed into the like, are you seeing other people conversation? Like it was like fully accidental. I literally said to him like a million times, I was like, I was not expecting to have this conversation like right now tonight. But it was kind of just like, hey, like, well, I'm not seeing anybody else, and I don't really want to, like, I just want to kind of continue seeing you from both of our ends. And so then he was kind of just like, oh, does this mean like we're like exclusive? And I was like, I don't know. Like, I didn't want to be the one to say it. So I was like, I don't know. Does it mean that? And he was like, do you want to be exclusive with me?
My God. The thought of even having that conversation, I'm actually going to throw up.
No, I know.
In the best way.
Like,
in the best way.
Yeah, I know. But I was like, well, yes,
you haven't been single that long, but like it feels like you've been single longer than you
it just felt like
I've just been single so long, so thinking of having that conversation, I'm going to be vomiting.
I know. It was like I said, it was like, it just creeped up. I was fully not that I wasn't ready to have the conversation. I just did not think that like he would bring it up as soon as like
no.
But also it made total sense.
Yeah.
Like it felt natural. That's like what feels right.
Yeah.
And like me going on dates and like pursuing other people right now just like didn't really feel right.
It's not even like a weird thing where it's like, I like you so much, like I don't see anyone. It's more just like, dude, how many hours do you even have in a day? Like, I can't focus on 3 guys. I can't be seeing that many guys at once. Like I can have like casual booty calls, whatever, but like I can't like be like dating that many people at once.
No, exactly. It's like, man, where do you even find the fucking time? So that was that. And then we're like laughing, but we did, because I asked him like a bunch of times and I made it like really clear to him. I was like, are you sure this is like what you want to do? Because I was like, because of like reasons and whatever, I was like, I really don't want to like make you feel pressured into doing something
Yeah,
that you
because that
don't
could
want to
turn
do.
into 2 weeks from now him being like, this is moving way too fast.
Yeah.
Like,
No, exactly.
it's like, this is your decision.
Yeah. That was exactly why I was
I don't
like,
want this to
are
backfire
you,
on me.
Yeah, that's why I was like, are you so fucking sure? Because exactly, I don't want you to like then go and have a freak out of like, oh my God, now it's moving too fast, or like feel like you're trapped or
that's
like
what
some
when
shit.
you first told me the news, that's why I was a little like, oh.
Yeah.
Because I know how guys are sometimes.
Yeah.
And women, like you could be
No,
like, whoa,
exactly.
wait, you know?
No, exactly. But he was like, no, like, I'm sure.
And it doesn't mean your boyfriend
and
and
then,
girlfriend, to
yes,
clarify.
that is,
We're getting
yeah,
there. Sorry.
that's exactly what I was going to say next is that we did, because then it was like, okay, what is like exclusive, like, what does this mean, like, to us? Like,
Not
you know?
other people.
Yeah, and we made it very clear, like, you know, we're just not really going on dates with anybody else or pursuing anybody else. We're only going to continue just kind of like building this and see what happens here. But made it like very bluntly clear, like we are not boyfriend and girlfriend yet. Like we still have like a bit to go with that. Like we still want to continue like developing and all that stuff. And like I want to see the other sides of him. Like I want to see what ticks him the fuck off and like how he reacts to that. And like I want to see like how he interacts like with my friends.
Yeah,
like things like
obviously.
that, you know, like
Yep.
Yeah, but I did kind of jump scare the fuck out of Lily and Fabrizio because I texted them. I was like, LOL, we're exclusive, blah, like whatever. And they
But in
thought for like 2
brain,
seconds.
it almost felt like, does that mean your boyfriend and
Yeah,
girlfriend?
exactly. And so I was like, oh my God, guys, let me
I
like.
would have literally killed her.
No,
by
I
the
know.
way. Just by the way.
No, I would never. But yeah, especially before meeting my friends. No, like you got to meet my friends first. Like,
1,000. And just, there's a few more things that need to be.
yeah, exactly. There's like a lot
few
more things.
steps,
And
yeah.
So that was that. So yeah, so long story short, we're not seeing other people. So yay, I guess. I guess from my end, it's like I don't want to be like, oh my God, woo!
Yeah.
Like, you know, it does kind of feel like that on the inside though.
Well, it's
selfishly.
kind of just like that layer of like not having to like worry.
Yeah, exactly. Of like, okay, like I know you're into me. And I mean, everything's been like very just like smooth since, and we have a date tomorrow, and we're, you know, he's texting me like I miss you and like whatever, and it just feels really good. Like I'm just really happy with the pace that it's at. So yeah, we're just not seeing other people. We're gonna continue to develop this, see what happens.
He's
but
we've been saying both him and Baby Girl are I can't with the nickname Baby Girl. It's actually hilarious.
So funny.
We keep saying though that they're very much. I could tell from the second I met him, and I feel like you probably would too. Not game players.
Hey,
just I'll redo it.
No, it continue. I can bleep it out. I did that. We name dropped NYU Big Dick in a previous episode by accident.
But this is what I mean, where I just forget if we're recording and I'm just talking to you.
No, I know, it's so funny.
No, but I feel like we've said this like before, that they just are not like a game plan. Like if they miss you, they're gonna text you, I miss you. If they want to see you again, they're gonna see like.
Yeah, I told you that. I was like,
game.
Pumpkin does not give a fuck. That man be like double, triple, quadruple texting me just like his random thoughts throughout the day. And even if like I'm busy or like I can't get back to him right away or whatever, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I fucking love it. Like, yeah babe, text me every single fucking thought you have. Like, I like love that shit. Like, don't play that stupid like, oh well, she took an hour to respond, so now I gotta take an hour to respond.
Yeah,
like, you know,
I hate that shit.
So stupid. Like, you know, also a big believer that like with the right person, you can't scare them away.
Yeah. Oh, 1,000%.
You get like double texting, triple text, or whatever. You're not gonna scare the right person away.
No, I completely agree.
Yeah,
I completely agree.
Yeah, but that's the update. That's Pumpkin update, and
I think if. I don't know if anyone's thought this listening to me talk about Baby Girl, but you're probably like, are you still going to visit Boat Boy? That's the only thing with this whole is I just don't know what I'm going to do because like he's still messaging me being like, once I get my schedule, I'm going to send it to you and like blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
It is. I know.
Yeah.
It's in my brain. Like, I know, like we're never going to be together. Like it's never going to happen. It's just never going to happen because doesn't live in New York. It's just not going to happen. But it's just a little weird because I think like, let's say like 3 weeks from now, me and Baby Girl are going really strong. And then we have that same conversation about being exclusive. I feel like I don't owe it to Boat Boy. Like I would have to tell him like, we can't really be chatting the way that we, like, it's just not appropriate. Like I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
To someone.
Well, if it approaches, you have the conversation. Right now, he keeps saying to you, I got to figure out my schedule and I'll let you know, blah, blah, blah. See if he actually does, and if he sticks to his fucking word.
And to be fair, we haven't been talking as much the last like week or two.
Yeah,
he always he gives a lot and then pulls back. I think he like like really likes me, and then he's like, fuck, I don't want to like get too involved because I don't.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
And it's fair, like that makes sense. But I have just been thinking about this the last 2 days. Like, it's just such a unique situation with Boat Boy because, like, I've just never experienced meeting someone who's a legit perfect match for me, and then they don't fucking live in the same. It's just a really unique situation. Like, I just haven't really experienced anything like it.
I thought about that for like a sec, like in between date 1 and date 2 with Pumpkin. With the mayor of Greenpoint, when I was like, ooh,
like, what,
I actually really like this other
this?
person now. It's probably not going to work out with it. And it was like kind of like a weird thing,
for
but
very different reasons. Some similar, like actually, like some of the things I really like liked in Boat Boy, like certain, like I really have found with Baby Girl, and like, you know, and I think me and Baby Girl make a lot more sense. Just like overall, obviously, he lives here, but yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of a weird one because, like, are there lingering feelings there for Boat Boy? Yes, but, like, I might not ever even see him again, so it doesn't really matter.
I just think when the time comes, you're going to have to use a little bit of logic and a little bit of heart and make a choice.
Yeah.
I told Lily the other day, it's like the scene in Hannah Montana where she's choosing between Jesse and Jake.
Yes.
And like it's just like she's sitting there and like the wind blows the photo on her lap and she knows that she's got to break up with him. Like
it's literally that. I did say to Avery the other day, I was talking to him, giving him the Baby Girl update. And I was like, he's the first person I've met. Because like I said, I was a busy girl in December. I was hanging out with not quite, you know, I had the drummer boy and the producer guy, like a few different
just
guys.
Getting busy.
Yeah, I was bored. Okay. I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
But I didn't actually have feelings for any of those people. So like every time I would be with them, I'd be comparing them to Boat Boy. I'd go home and I'd be sad because I would want to be with, like, it was just a whole thing. And Baby Girl's been the first guy where I'm like, like, you know, like I could definitely lock into this and be able to completely let go of Boat Boy. You know, it's a weird one, but it's
you're gonna figure it out.
1,000%. And I know ultimately, like, it was never probably gonna happen with Boat Boy, so that makes me feel better. But obviously, like, I think I still just wanted to visit him, just so even if we ended things like on that trip, just so we could have a little, not closure, but you know what I mean? Just like see each other one more time, almost like as like friends, because we have such like a nice like friendship and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if it'd be so much friends.
No, it wouldn't be friends. It'd be like a lover weekend. It would, no, but I mean, like, I think I just care about him so much as a person that like not just like these like crazy feelings. Like I just wanted to see him again, like in general. But
you need to see if he just actually gives you his schedule, and if he does, then you'll figure it out when it comes. Like, I think it's gonna be just like a game time decision.
Yep, 100%. I'll have to see like where I'm at with Baby Girl, but I'm rooting for Baby Girl. So.
I'm also rooting for Baby Girl. Yeah. No shade to Boat Boy, love him, but
he's not here.
He's not here.
Like that's it. That's the end of the sentence. Like
he's not here. But anywho, let's get into toxic confession. We have a short but good one. This is kind of hilarious. All right. Toxic confession, guys. We got a DM from this girl, and she says, one time I created a bingo board predicting what he had said to the girl he had cheated on me with. He showed me all the messages between them, and the moment I got a bingo, I broke up with him.
Oh my God. Wait, a bingo board of all the things he said?
She made a bingo board predicting all the things that like her boyfriend said to the girl that he cheated on her with.
Oh my God.
You know? And then she said when he showed me all the messages, she said the second I got a bingo, I broke up with him.
And you know what? I love a little craft. I love a little creativity.
I love it.
That's good shit. That's good shit.
Beautiful.
God, I love you guys. Fuck.
No, you guys are so fucking funny.
You're so us.
No, I know. Some of them I get, and I'm like, some of the DMs we get are just like so toxic, like borderline illegal.
We used to get incest ones.
Yeah. Oh, I remember.
Like, Lily, I fucked my second cousin. What do I do?
And I'm like,
babe, I don't
hey,
know.
Diva, wrong show.
Yeah, like
wrong show. I don't know what show you would go to for that. Wrong show. Just an FYI, listen, we're very accepting people. We listen and we do not judge. If you're DMing us about fucking your second cousin, we're judging you.
And I can't there was another one we got that we used to laugh about a lot. Just some really, really crazy shit. Like really crazy shit.
No, absolutely.
Like I think I've gotten one about something about like a younger girl. Like she was like, I fucked my professor, or like she fucked someone like shouldn't have fucked. Like a professor or a bot, like an older man.
Yeah.
And I was like, not sure what to do with this. Like, I don't know what to do.
I was like, hey, queen, this is illegal.
Yeah. Stop. You're queening out too hard. Like,
stop queening out.
Yeah.
Maybe bring the queening out to like princessing out. Yeah. Like a little. Anyways,
off to bathhouse.
Off to the dumpling place that we talk about in every single episode.
To get our dumplings.
We're gonna go get our dumplings that we always talk about on the show, and then we're gonna go home separately, and we're gonna pig out separately, and then we're gonna go to bathhouse, and we're gonna be stunning together.
Are we gonna kiss in the sauna?
Oh my God, this is what Equinox sent out their messages about. Remember all the gay guys were like blowing each other in the Equinox saunas?
Yeah, and let them.
I know. Why didn't Equinox let them?
How do you even do
homophobia?
That? Oh, it's because they're private?
Oh, sorry. It was in the steam room. Have you ever been in a fucking steam room? You can't see shit in there.
Oh, okay.
Because of all the steam, you walk in, it's just like a cloudy mess. If someone's going and giving head in the steam room across from you, you had no fucking clue.
It's kind of hot.
I know, right?
Fuck it.
A little sloppy, wet BJ.
All right. And on that was really crazy. BJ?
BJ.
All right. I'm literally like.
Equinox, hear us out. The only thing hot take.
Do the closing bit. Come on.
No,
just do the
sorry.
closing bit.
One more thing. Hot take. Equinox, you should let people finger each other in the steam room.
Then maybe I'll pay.
Let me give head.
Then
in the
I'll
steam
pay
room.
$300 a month to go to your fucking gym.
You don't have to let me give a full blowjob. Just let me give like a little handy in the steam room, a little handwork, and like we have a deal.
I'm quitting the show. I'm gonna.
Thank you for listening this week.
Yeah, follow us on all platforms.
Yeah, make sure to go follow us at Gin Toxic Podcast on all platforms. Make sure to go follow me at Beauty Chickie on all platforms. You can follow Lily on Instagram at Lily Stewart 2 Ys. Lily Stewart 4 T's on TikTok. Lily Stewart 2 T's on Twitter. I really nailed it.
X.
On X.
I'll never call it that.
Yeah. Ew.
Ew.
Ew. Bye.
Bye.